9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey guys, blessings upon blessings to each and every one of you. I hope you guys find yourself in good spirits today, because I know I find myself in good spirits as always. So let me get to the commentary you guys probably came here for. Like I say, your comments your thoughts and opinion are welcome on the comments down below, where we could agree to disagree, but let me keep it pushing. For the commentary, you're here to listen. So it's out on the surface that Jaaliyah Royalty, the oldest daughter, had got into a high school fight with a young girl. And let's go say the video was put out and Jaaliyah was, I think, handcuffed by security. And security took her to the office. Allegedly, she is suspended. Well, not allegedly, because she said it for herself that she is suspended from fighting. And the list go on. But in the video, you heard a boy saying, all that talking, she got handed. I say that I'm not going to be a hypocrite at the end of the day, because all my life, I as well fighting. You know what I'm saying? Staying in school. You know, I can't sit here and say that I didn't do it, because we all sometime in our life engage it into some high school fight, elementary fight, the list go on. Almost perfect. But one thing I wish, the way society is made up, like these kids are on the front line all day. We talk about royalty and the kids, all kids. They in the front line all day in the camera. Their life is recorded. Their life is put out there. At the end of the day, like I'm going to keep saying, we don't know what they endorse in school. We don't know if they're the bully or they're being bullied. You understand? So at the end, if they are being bullied, you know, you got to stand up for a bully. You got to stand up for yourself. You have to fight. You understand? Because if you don't fight, people's going to tend to keep on nagging at you. And even if you tell the teacher puts them in their spot, you know, or you tell the principal, it's going to continue to happen. So what's going to happen? You get sick and tired of the situation that you get into a fight. You understand? But if she is the bully that's bullying somebody and there's the same shit, vice versa, the person gets tired, they want to scrub and fight. Now, how I feel about the situation is Jaaliyah's, I think, 16 years old. She's in the front line of the camera. And so much shit she probably going through in her house, so much anger she probably got boiled in. I feel like, Royalty, this is not the time for you to be her friend. It's the time for you to be her mother, for you to direct her and guide her. Because at the end of the day, if she, like I said, speaking from existent, you know, you fighting, you could get caught up in the law, because you don't know if the person going to bring something, that you going to have to bring something to defend yourself. You understand? Or at the end of the day, your hands are your weapons, and if you, God forbid, strike that person or put damage on that person, that's a charge on you. You understand? At the end, you don't want your daughter to catch a charge. I could say she held her own better than, I'm just going to say she held her own. She did what she had to do, but it's sad that she is 16 years old and she has to defend herself. I feel for the situation, probably whatever's going on. She could be fighting because, you know, what's going on social media. She could be fighting for a boy. She could be fighting because he said, she said. We all know, because we all was young. We all lived in a lifestyle. But then again, that's when the parents has to step up. The parents has to nip it in the butt. The parents has to sit down, stop being the child friend and be the mother. Don't laugh all the time when the child's engaging in something. Get strict with the child. Put them on punishment. Take away the device. You gotta get tough. Cause I got ass beatings growing up. And my mama ain't play, but I was a stubborn child. And me, as being a stubborn child growing up, that's when shit got worse as I became in my early 20s. You understand? So if you want to get to your child, you got to get to them mighty early. You got to let them know you're not playing. Because it's going to get mad or worse, because the streets, she could get caught up in the wrong situation in the streets, because nowadays shit is hectic out here. Shit is crazy out here. We all fought. And like I said, it's not like no one to bash her. We all fought. But as I see speaking, putting kids in a grown-up situation, putting kids in adult situation, I feel like gives them the freedom of saying, my mama treat me like I'm her friend, so I'm going to do what my mama do. I'm going to act like my mama do, because at the end of the day, who we idolize the first time is our parents, our mothers. So you could tell she's close to her mom and she idolized her mother. So royalty at the end got to do right by a child. And I'm not saying she don't do right by a child, because she takes care of kids. But I see she treats Jaaliyah like Jaaliyah's her homegirl. Jaaliyah's her friend. You have to nip that in the bud, because at the end of the day, your kid could get caught up in the wrong situation and it could turn out worse. That situation could have turned out worse. And everybody's like, oh, but y'all act like we... No. I'm speaking for myself and myself only. My own commentary. You understand? Speaking from history, from the past, from shit I've been through. If you don't get the child now, or get a hold of the child and put structure in the child, shit could get worse. Shit could get worse. Or at the end of the day, you're going to have to let her learn on her own, for she could get a grip that what mama was saying was true. Let me slow down. Let me get my shit together. But if you're condoning all that pop-out, all that shit you be doing, all that shit you're acting up, the kid's going to catch on. They're going to think it's okay, and they're going to want to act just like that. And as well, who the kid associate with school. Because if you're associated with kids that are trouble kids, 9 out of 9, whatever, the same situation. They're going to hang with the wrong crowd, get into the wrong situation, and catch themselves in a deep trouble hole. Like I said, she held her own. And whatever reason, she was standing up to a bully. By all means, she did what she had to do to defend herself. But if she was the person that was bullying or fighting over a boy or fighting over bullshit, well, it's time for mommy to stop gloating situation and start nipping that shit in the butt quickly before she gets out of control. I'm not saying she's out of control, because the child, I'm not there for the child, but I'm speaking as a person that's an adult that been through the situation, that had to go through the ropes and trades to get her life together. She will end up, God forbid, getting caught up in the system because of the wrong place at the wrong time, hanging with the wrong people and the wrong squad or affiliation with gang, whatever. You gotta nip it fast in the butt. Stop being worried about these men. Stop being worried about what's going on, and start worry about what your kid got going in school and off school, and who they hanging with, who they not hanging with, who they associating, where they going at. You got to get on top of that. I'm not saying she's not getting on top of that, but I'm speaking, like I say, I'm not here to bash nobody, but that Jaaliyah is a very beautiful young girl, 16 years old, have a whole life in front of her, have potential to be whatever she wants to be. She is the next she is the next future. She got a whole life for her. Why throw it a waste over he say, she said? Why throw it a waste of, a boy? Or why throw it a waste, because you want to fit in the crowd? Like I say, if she's defending herself from being bullied, kudos to her. Because I always tell my kid, someone fucks with you and the teacher ain't doing shit about it, you got the right to defend yourself, and afterwards I'll take care of the rest. That's a whole different situation, because there is bullying do exist, and I don't stand for that bullying shit. But if my child is the bully, best believe I'm gonna get on my child ass. And if I see my child hanging with the crowd she not supposed to be hanging, fast ass little girl, I'm gonna nip that shit in the butt and I'm gonna take her out the equation. Even though, kids still want to do what they want to do, but I'm still going to be on top of that ass. Let them know I'm not playing with them. But like I said, to each their own how they raise their kids. You understand? But it's sad because, Jaaliyah been in a lot of social media with engaging in an altercation where her mom was in an altercation with Nike, whatever. And, now in this situation, come on, she's young. Her name should stand for something, not be involved with all this messy stuff, especially online, because you know how they say once it's online, it's online. To me, personally speaking, have a sit down with your child and talk it out with them. You understand? But stubborn people will twist people word around, making it seem like people are against people or not, whereas actually humans with heart that just want to see people do good and see them succeed. I would love to see them do good and love to see them succeed, but at the end of the day, it's too much devotion of time of worry about what Rico doing or worry about this and worry about that instead of worry about let me spend majority of all my time with my child. I'm not saying she don't, but let me be the mother, not the friend. Sometimes we gotta stop being the child friend and be the child mother, because when you're a mother, ain't no time to be a friend. It's time to be a mother, because we gotta protect our kids from this world, from society, from other people corrupting our child. Because nowadays the kids they hanging with, we don't know what the parents are teaching them. They could be more developed than our child. So it's sad to say we have to be 10 toes ahead of that, because we gotta protect them for what their friends could be teaching them. And we don't even really know what went on inside this fight, but it's sad to say that she's investing her youth years engaging in some toxicity of fight because of some little small bullshit. But like I said, if she was being bullied, kudos to her. She stood her ground and she let them know, you're not gonna bully me, because if you bully me, we'll go head to head again. But then again, if she is the bully, then something gotta give. So you see, I'm just giving little summaries if it was, you understand. But at the end of the day, how I feel about the situation, truthfully speaking, as a mother, I feel get a hold of her before it's too late. She seemed like a sweet young girl. She seemed very, she could seem very respectful. But I feel like she's invested in what her mama got going on. And as well, too much being mommy friend instead of being the mother. Royalty, be the mother, take a hold of the situation before it's too late. And that is my thoughts and opinions. Sad to say, see these two young girls fighting. It's sad to say, seeing them in the altercation. They so young, then it's video recorded and then it's put out there like something to gloat about. That's nothing to gloat about. Nothing, because right now that's stuck in social media for a very long time. But I wish her nothing but growth. I wish her nothing but peace. I wish her nothing that I wish that she, whatever she wants in her life, she accomplish. And may she just, if she's found herself in a wrong crowd, take yourself out the equation and know nowadays friends are not your friend. Sometimes your friend could be your enemy, and the friend is the money you got in your pocket, because at the end of the day, you will know who's your friend when times are down, when times are in need. Because nowadays, it's hard to find a true loyal friend. But like I said, blessings upon blessings to that family. I wish them nothing but growth. But this is my commentary on this whole jaaliyah situation. Your thoughts and your opinion are welcome in the comments down below. Like I said, it's to agree to disagree, but keep it cute and keep it respectful. So in the meantime, between time, it's your girl Queen Rose, and I am out to the next video.
They go straight to the mata, then I'm up in the chopper, hitting the cha-cha. Open his lata, then he dance my cha-cha. Open his zaza, they go straight to the mata, then I'm up in the chopper, hitting the cha-cha. Then I'm hitting his lata.